our tale of the tape for this strawweight fight. We go inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC strawweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Gillian the Savage Robertson! And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Zhang Weili!
You ready? You ready? Let's do it.
All right, early round action here, and a lot of people in the fight game believe that when all is said and done, Zhang Weili could go down as the greatest strawweight of all time. Her focus tonight, action, pace, pressure. She's not resting on her laurels and everything she's accomplished up to this point in time. She is looking for an explosive finish, and she wants to keep the judges out of things here tonight. Well, she's been good tonight, but she missed without it. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. And they separate.
Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was good night if that landed.
Oh, and that punch elicited a reaction from the crowd. Oh, she is wearing it. Bleeding from her cheek now.
Great job blocking that shot.
One of her coaches. The shot she's thrown tonight. Her opponent's hurt.
Beautiful placement on that hook. What a great job of finding such a massive shot.
All right, let's see if she can get back to the hook here. Of course, she'll need a setup here, work off of the jab, and punctuate her combination with that patented hook. All right, so a lot of blood becoming a factor now as she continues to attack that cut.
You know, I remember when the cut first happened, you saw her smile.
All right, referee steps in here, and I think it's the right time to do so. He's going to call on the doctor to look at that swelling around the eye. We'll see if she is allowed to stay in this fight.
She wants to fight, but I don't know if she's going to be able to continue. There's a lot of swelling around that eye.
Doctor pulls the referee aside. It looks as though the fight at least is going to continue for now.
It's going to continue for right now, but she has got to get going. She will not have much time in this fight because it's only going to get worse.
Ready.
All right, well, she is about as tough as it gets. She wants to stay in this fight, and she will be afforded that opportunity as the referee gets the action back underway.
You can see it in her eyes. She was not defeated. She was not deflated. She wanted to be out there. She wants a chance. That's exactly what she's going to get. I think it's the right decision. Upstairs. That was a big check.
3 minutes now, round 1.
She gets to her spot, the tie clinch, and then she starts to let the knees fly.
So a lot of strikes have landed here, and she has some swelling now to prove.
Well, she's landing that jab, and right there, she can't miss. She cannot miss. And right now, while the swelling has started, it's not critical. She needs to make sure she's better defensively so that we don't get to that point. She closes the distance and gets a single collar top. Separation between the two athletes. Big punch land.
And she did not miss there. This could be the NBC.
I mean, she hurt her so bad with that big head kick. I don't know how she stands. Oh, there we go.
Under 2 minutes to go. All right, so her ground control is outstanding. Oh, she's got the Von Flue choke now. Oh, she's got the Von Flue choke locked in. Oh, how good is that as she gets out?
She is so aware on the ground, and she escapes a deep submission attempt.
Weili gets up and decides to take this fight back to its feet, despite having a seemingly dominant position on the ground. All right, so that body continues to get ripped up. The judges are looking for damage and damaging moments, and her body investment has been the narrative in this fight.
Early, you may not have been able to see how much of an effect this was taking on her. But now you see it. The game plan, everything's clear now. And we'll see her continue to do that as she tries to chase down the finish.
And there's the single. Oh, she's going for a submission now.
She's so good here, John.
Oh, you know how tough she is, but that swollen area. Oh, she may go belly down here. There it is.
John, she's gonna break her arm.
And yet she gets out somehow, somewhere.
She did a beautiful job of circling back to the armbar, getting her hips all the way across and defending that armbar tip.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Zhang Weili. Oh, that's tight. Like the arm might end the fight. Instead, she gets out.
It was over, and that's so discouraging for the opponent to survive something like that. Hats off to this young lady in her submission defense.
Good job by her here to land some strikes from top position.
10 seconds, let's go, man. 10 seconds.
And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. Round 2 next. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round, and they better get going on that cut. I would not say it's critical per se, but getting more severe by the moment.
Stop it. I need you to get out there and be aggressive. Don't be stupid.
All right, so she does survive to see the next round, but as we show you some replays, DC, nobody's going to be kissing her on the cheek anytime soon.
No, it's a nasty cut on the cheek. She got hit with some big shots, and they really have taken an effect on her. Look at the cut on the cheek, and it was that shot right there that opened up the cut.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round 2. Beautiful technique on the straight right hand. Oh, she blocks the punch. Nice jab there by Zhang.
Oh, great level change there. Nice pass.
Well, she hasn't held back, right? I mean, she took a look at the referee, and if he's not going to get involved, you're going for the arm here. Ooh, arms in tight. Oh, she's out, and I don't mean unconscious. How did she escape?
She's stepping over the mount here.
All right, well, through no lack of effort, she's got her back. Zhang is able to flatten her out. This could be real trouble now. Well, not just a high output fight to this point, but a high accuracy fight as well. Both fighters have absorbed a lot of damage thus far.
These two women have both fought so valiantly. They have really laid it out on the line tonight, and it's made for a very fun fight. What a tight armbar.
Well, looked pretty tight, but she gives up on the submission now.
She had it tight. She had it very tight, but she could feel it slipping. So she recognized maybe I should stay in the dominant position opposed to ending up in a bad position.
She's got her back now. Oh, we got blood now, folks. Doctor might need to step in shortly. We got a huge situation here. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running a guy over, John, and he just gets up.
Under 3 minutes now to go round 2. Half guard position for her here, and if you're the bottom fighter, this is truly a case of pick your poison.
Yeah, you got to pick your poison. And if you're on the bottom, you got to be trying to find a way to escape that bottom leg. You cannot allow your opponent, you cannot allow her to sit on your leg and just throw big damaging strikes. You got to make sure you're on an elbow control, an underhook, and getting back to your feet.
All right, she's going for the submission now. Ooh, is that locked in?
It's very tight. She's in trouble.
Oh, looks tight to me. Oh, she got out. How good is that? Well, the crowd continues to react with every passing land, but if you're the referee or even the corner, somebody's got to get involved, I would think.
Somebody's got to do something. It's getting very uncomfortable to watch this, and as the crowd gets excited, there's also a little bit of that,
yeah.
I don't want to see any more going on in their reactions.
Good ground and pound by her here. She felt like she could finish the fight with her ground strikes tonight and might be well on her way here.
I mean, John, I believe it after watching the ground and pound that she's landing in this part of the fight.
Nice positional control here. All right, she's got the full mount here, DC. It's hard for me to remember a time in which you were fully mounted in the UFC.
I have never been full mounted. I hope to never be full mounted. And this young lady now finds herself in this position. In this position, what's very key is that she cannot panic. She's got to go and attack the hips, create some space, shrimp off to a side, re-slide in that half guard so that now she's a little bit safer. Once you're in half, take your underhook, get back to your feet, or fully recover, full guard.
She's got her back now, DC, and I don't mean she's like there to support her, right? She is literally, ooh, nice setup for the submission here.
What a transition.
Oh, she's working for that submission, it's tight. All right, so now she chooses to bail on the submission, preferring to maintain a dominant position.
Very smart. It was a wise decision. You can see her fight IQ on display there, not giving up the position to try to chase a submission. Big ground and pound.
Zhang's got a nasty bruise starting to appear on that left side. We'll keep an eye on it. Could pay dividends later.
Great job landing from the top position.
All right, half guard position for her here, and this is a spot where we've seen her have a lot of wild success in previous fights.
She has a tremendous amount of success from this position because she's so knowledgeable. She keeps the right side underhook, and she just goes to work with that left arm. She's posting and elbowing. She's building her posture and punching. There are just so many different ways for her to score strikes from this position.
And the horn sounds on round two. All right, so with some urgency, the cut man making his way inside the octagon here at the end of the round. Quickly, they get her back to the stool. They got to work on that cut, and quickly. All right, so the round is over, and she gets right back to the stool. The cut on her cheek is only getting worse as she continues to absorb damage to the face. That thing's only going to get to be more of a factor for her. We will see how it plays out moving forward in this next round. Man, it looks like you could slide a $50 right into that gash on her cheek. Better to be there than above the eye, but not a great look either way.
Absolutely, and just a visual of that cut at the end of the fight is not a good thing. She was a
huge strike right there, DC.
Great shot landed. Now she's got to go chase her down and get another one off to finish the fight.
Weili going for the body, targeting that area with the kick, but unable to land. Man, she is really wearing it now, bleeding like crazy. I think I can actually smell her blood type from here.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible to watch her get beat so thoroughly. She is going to go out on her shield. She will be proud of going out on her shield. But the cut happened very early, and it's continued to get worse over the course of the entire fight.
I smell O negative, by the way. Oh, man, hate to be hit with one of those knees to the body. All right, so at this point, the ringside position would be well within his right to stop the fight as the referee calls for it once again.
We get it. Toughness on full display, but this damage is too much. You gotta stop the fight.
That is the end of the fight. She doesn't like it, but she needs some stitches and pronto. All right, so that'll do it. We got some replays for you, DC. She was valiant in defeat, but ultimately that cut on her cheek got worse with every passing strike.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, she's as tough as they come. But for as tough as she is, she needed to make adjustments. She needed to move her head more once she had that cut. She was not able to do that. The referee had seen the damage accumulating, brought in the doctor, and the doctor said, you know what, enough is enough, fight over.
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO, Zhang